Tonight on Piha Rescue. The girls take up the challenge with the annual Piha Big Wave Classic with devastating consequences.
Oh, no, 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 no!
The men not fearing any better.
IRB's jet skis, there's a couple of hands over there, pick them up.
And in Raglan, a kite surfer is lost at sea. Piha has turned on a spectacular day for the Big Wave Classic. The heats have seen 18 boats flipped and 2 launched in the air. Although exhilarating to watch, scenes like this prove how challenging the sport can be. And why only active lifeguards are allowed to race. Next up, it's the women's final. The men's teams have been battered all day, and concerns are being raised over the women's safety.
The conditions aren't going to get much better than what we got, okay? So it's going to be your call. So hands up, who's keen? 1, 2.
Race officials leave the decision in the hands of the sweeps. The women refuse to be upstaged by the men.
We're gonna do it, but ourselves.
We'll probably get first.
This is it. First time in New Zealand we've seen ladies competing in surf the size of this.
Commentator and lifeguard Peter Brown.
Piha Big Wave Classic, where the best crews in New Zealand have met to race each other.
Hope we make it alive.
West Coast!
It's touch and go. I think the girls are up to it. They're a pretty good crew. As long as they do as they're told and keep their heads about them.
I love you, Mum. Love you, Mum. Love you, Dad.
Be ready to hold. Okay, the big sets come in, we'll hold. We want to hold in a position that's good for us.
Come on, go Alice!
The Aussie sweep isn't too optimistic about his team's chances.
Remember, if it goes to if you're out of the boat's upside down, don't worry about the boat, it's gone. After this wave, Michael! In! Go! Go!
Lane 1 at the southern end, by Camel Rock, the Bethel Swallows crew. Muriwai, another West Coast club. Then we got the Paikokariki team from Wellington. Now! Big wave! Hold it! Come on, you can't stop here! You can't stop here! Bethel's Beach on lane 4. Lane 5, watch them. The current Australian champions, rolling out of Victoria, Australia. Go now, come on! Up high! And then we've got the well-performed crew from Whakatane. Muriwai's inside the break ground, going to get hammered there by that wide water. Oh, no. Look out the back. There's a hand up, guys, go. Yep, oh, okay, yep. Wait up, wait up. Look up.
An IRB picks up a very distressed Muriwai rower who has taken a blow to the head by an oar, a not uncommon occurrence in this sport.
1, 2, keep going, keep going.
The world champion Australian team are the first around the buoy.
That looks like a Bethel's crew coming down. Hold!
A Kiwi team is still in the running. The Bethel Swallows are hot on their heels.
Coming round, coming round.
Managing to hold the wave and taking over second place are the girls from Whangamata. But not for long, as they get swallowed by a massive wave.
What's that all about? All those ladies like Line Rock. They've got plenty of support. We've got our rescue guys over there. Very, very experienced lifeguards and the jet skis and IRBs.
Exhausted girls are plucked from the surf by the rescue teams. Even experienced lifeguards are mauled in this swell. Only one crew is able to handle conditions like these.
Trial! Danger from Victoria, Australia. the title.
Back on track for second place, the Bethel's Swallows steamroll over the top of a stray Whangamata crew member who ducks under the boat in the nick of time.
Lord, watch it! Get out of the road, ready? Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. Danger! They're all going to get home one way or another.
Although the Whakatane team makes a slight detour.
That's the Bethel's crew going sideways, fighting for second place to straighten it up. They'll get the rowers back in the seat. Look out the back, going the wrong way towards Lion Rock.
That's the second Bethel's team, the Bethel's Babes.
Look out there, late in the drop zone. Whitewater catching up with them.
One thing is for sure, none of the sweeps can keep their boats on course as they all veer towards Lion Rock in a chaotic scene.
Looks like to me as though in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Amongst the chaos, the Paikokariki bow decides to make a swim for second place.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
With the Bethel Swallows coming home in third place.
Run! Run! Come on, guys, there it is. Let's put our hands together for the ladies. Unbelievable. They all went out and they all got back.
The Australian team is head and shoulders above the rest of the competition.
Yeah, we're pretty impressed, but straight final for the females and we came up winners, so we're pretty impressed. Piha and we love it.
Oh, it was so bloody hemorrhage. Sore bum, sore arms, over it.
I just panicked a bit, when we took one of the waves.
Meanwhile, 150 kilometres south, the North Piha Guards are helping out their Raglan friends. It's been great surf all day, but conditions are rapidly deteriorating.
And yeah, it's a pretty good surf, but it's a bit worse.
Yet again, it's a kite surfer needing assistance. A kilometre north of the flagged area, the bar is at the entry of the Raglan Harbour and provides kite surfers with an open, flat surface. But it's a deceptively dangerous area, catching many off guard. En route is IRB driver Mark. Suddenly, he spots a surfer in trouble. The guy is way out beyond the breakers, stuck in a hole and floating helplessly. Like many today, he has misjudged the conditions. This is no place for novice surfers.
What happened? Seth, what happened? I just got too far. I don't know. Thank you.
Too far out, I reckon. The current was too strong today for me. I was just a beginner, so it's probably not the best stage for surfing.
The IRB is back on track for the kite surfer. Right now, the only kite they can see is in the air, with no sign of the person in trouble. It's a massive area to search. After 10 long minutes, they eventually spot the exhausted girl and her friend circling close by. She has been stuck in the water for over 15 minutes. Caught in the lines of the waterlogged kite, it has been a battle for her to stay afloat in the surging waves. Completely out of energy, she needs help getting in the IRB. Out of danger, she turns her attention to the expensive kite adrift in the ocean. Although the lifeguards are here to save lives, not kites, they turn back to haul in the large piece of expensive material. With the job complete, it's a bumpy ride back to shore. The rescued surfer's friend follows in their wake.
I got caught in the line and I couldn't move, so I couldn't launch the kite again.
With this IRB about to hit shore, back at the flags, another IRB is preparing to launch.
Just behind the flags.
A swimmer is stuck in the same hole the surfer was caught in. A hole is a dead spot in the water, surrounded by strong currents trapping all drawn in. Surprised by the rip, the swimmer has been swept out more than 200 meters.
Going a bit strong, mate. Yeah, look. It's been the
1 kilometre north, the novice kite surfer is delivered back to the beach. Shaken and in shock, she is only now coming to grips with the danger she was in.
How long were you in the water for?
I have no clue. I can't say it. I can't estimate it. And like I didn't know how far out I am, so I thought it was close.
Watching it all unfold, a friend knew how close he came to losing her or his kite.
Holy Jesus. Well, my friend here, Eva, I guess she got in a bit of trouble and she couldn't relaunch her kite, or my kite, and I guess the current just brought her out, and I tried to borrow this kite off a friend and tried to go out there and help her, but the current was too strong. Just took her away, and I tried to pull her back in, but there wasn't enough wind, and I'm very grateful for the rescue. I think we would have been in deep trouble otherwise. You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Yeah. I didn't know how far out I am, so yeah, I don't know.
Good. You're lucky you had someone with you.
Yeah. And he borrowed the kite, I don't know. And he just told me, yeah, hey, we are really in a dangerous situation, and I didn't know, I mean, it was just, I couldn't see the shore anymore, so I don't know. Thanks a lot.
I was just about to say to her that we're gonna have to ditch our stuff and just take the one kite and get rid of my kite, unfortunately. But lucky you guys were there. Saved me $1,000 as well as a life, which was more important. I was a bit worried about the sharks. Not that I've seen any, but you know, the thoughts in your head.
With the drama now over, the couple are still in shock. They have learned the hard way that New Zealand's west coast is not the place for learning to kite surf. Back at Piha, the long-anticipated final is about to get underway. But before any rowing can begin, some important pre-race lubrication must take place.
This aqueous cream helps us slide up and down the seats. Not allowed rolling seats like in a normal skiffed boat. So we have aqueous cream and it helps you slide up and down the seat.
This explains the amount of exposed buttocks at Piha today. It's both a functional and eye-catching necessity.
Yeah, you can only do it with Speedos because skin and fiberglass slide quite well. So that's why rowers put their togs up their bum.
That's why rowers' asses are as smooth as baby bottoms.
Piha, we need you at buoy 1, please. Let's go. That's easy. There they go by the gun. The 6 best crews in New Zealand rowing to see who is going to win the Coca-Cola Piha Big Wave Classic.
Get ready, guys. Here we go. Guns up.
Buoy 1, we've got Mairangi Bay Muds. Then Mongamata. Boy! Boy! Mairangi Bay A. High Kokariki, Boy 4. Midway from Gisborne. And then the Piha 8 crew. Forward! Hit! Keep going, guys. This is at the final. All of them are there. The best we got. And you can see it. How good are them? None of them's taking a backward step. They're attacking these monsters. Get out of there, I say. Look at that. That's bloody crazy. There they go. Bang. Mairangi Bay Muds. That's it. They got to go back to the East Coast.
Greeny, in the gutter, on the nose. Lock it on. Lock it on. Stay in your seats. Stay in your seats.
Someone's coming backwards. Piha smashing. The crowd favourite. All sorts of trouble. Set after set. Biggest stuff in the world. Banging, banging, banging. Gisborne's still up back. Piha, Gisborne, Piha, Gisborne. Wangamata's turning. Other crews are still getting smashed. Piha's turning. Wangamata said stuff it. We're in front. We want to win the final on a bloody great monster. No, 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 no! Eaten up, eaten up, eaten up. Come on, who's gonna do it? High Kokariki. No, no Poikock. No Poikock, no! Mairangi Bay in front of them. No! Oh my God.
Just keep going, just keep rowing. Poikock's upside down, Wangamata's upside down, everyone's upside down. Just keep rowing.
This is horse giving it a go, coming in. Behind, look at that, there's oars everywhere. Gisborne, Piha, they're out the back, they know what they're doing. I'm not biased. Go, Piha!
And hold up! Hurry up! Tip!
Out the back, Gisborne, cracking one. They want to catch Piha.
Everyone's down.
All that stands between victory for Piha is a Gisborne team without a sweep anymore.
Here we go.
They're coming in front of us, yeah.
There we go. He's going to get out of there. Get out of it. No.
Give me the row.
Piha Bow Bruce decides to make an early dash for the line. It's now a foot race for first place.
That's not bad. I've back to the beach and find out here first. Boys did a good job. Shit, there was some big stuff out there. Boys did a real good job. Bang that horse, I'm not rowing, I'm swimming. Had enough of this rowing, Lark. I jumped as well. Did you? Yeah.
Second, Gisborne, give him a clap. Well done, Gisborne. You rowed all day. You weren't the favourites, but you're there all day. This is the first surf boat series I've had, and we haven't got a third place.
Back at Raglan, the beach is closing slightly early for the day. The currents and surf are simply too strong for a safe swimming area to be set up.
Guys, just to let you know, lifeguards now going off patrol. You'll be able to feel it's quite strong, and I'd recommend don't go out any deeper.
The Raglan and Piha guards are looking forward to a rest and a well-deserved drink in the clubhouse. At Piha, there is one more race to go, the Trans-Tasman, a battle for national pride. And it's going to be George's very last shot fired.
A little bit emotional for me, but yeah, I've decided to give it up. I've been starting races now in Auckland and over New Zealand for 22 years.
His gun has seen a good deal more action.
It's a 1896 Royal Enfield, First World War, and I've owned it now for about 45 years. And seeing it's my last day today, I retire today.
A familiar face, he will be missed.
New Zealand crews, and we're going to pit them against the three top Aussie crews, the Battle of the Tasman.
And George fires his last shot.
At the far end, Tannin Sands represented Australia. Wairangi Bay next to that Jan Jack in the middle. The Victorian State Champions.
And stroke.
Next to them, PRA.
Bingo.
And then we've got Lord from Victoria.
Greedy, on the nose.
Come on, guys, there's shit coming in. Get out of there.
Punching.
Piha A, winners of the classic final, fall victim to their own waves.
Oh, no.
Is everyone up?
Piha's won it, they're out.
You are big.
Sweep Horse makes sure everyone is still alive and afloat.
Look out the back. That's Tannin Sands from Australia going over a big bloody great monster. You don't want to be there. The boat's going to get eaten, absolutely eaten. Wairangi Bay swallowed. Who's left? This is all just too big. All of a sudden it got impossible.
The surf is now far too big for what the boats are designed for, and there are hands up left, right and centre.
IRB's jet skis, there's a couple of hands over there. Pick them up, boys, pick them up. IRB's there's a hand up out here in the middle of the arena. Guy, there's a hand up in the middle. IRB's jets, get him.
The Trans-Tasman showdown is total carnage. Only one boat is still upright, and more than 15 lifeguard competitors are being pummeled in the whitewash. There is no breathing space between waves.
Lord by Aussie, I think they've had enough, they'll be pummeled. Come on, guys, come home, we're going to have a beer, we'll talk about it.
The one boat still rowing is a Piha boat.
Here we go, Tannin Sands.
Unfortunately, the crew is all Australian. Meanwhile, jet skis and IRBs rescue one lifeguard after another. Battered and bruised, dishevelled crew members are ferried to shore. The only injury? Wounded pride.
Hey, Billy. Bit of a knock to the head.
Full credit to the Aussie Tannum Sands team, the only team to complete the race.
Tannum Sands, Central Queensland. Aussie representatives, well done, guys.
Should have heard him. It's on.
That's some of the biggest stuff I've ever been in. I've been rowing and surfing for a long time. It was incredible, amazing. Made the highlight of the year for sure.
Oh yeah, that was huge. That's the biggest surf I've been in for a long time. Massive seas. Great event, great day. Unbelievable.
Had a few highlights and that's definitely one of them. Thanks, Piha.
And at the awards ceremony at the clubhouse, besides the awards for Best Flip and Broach, a special mention goes out to George.
We present you with a photograph of yourself in action.
Next time on Piha Rescue.
Rescue, rescue, rescue. Surfcom, this is Piha.
A boogie board is found without its owner.
Well, we're going to do a grid search.
A search at sea involving 30 lifeguards.
We're going to leave Jason here as IRB1. The rest of us will continue north.
Piha Rescue, Piha Rescue. This is Auckland Coast Guard Air Patrol.
Police have just arrived, obviously, so we're just coordinating our search with them.
And an after-hours mass rescue.